everybody, welcome back to the channel and here to another video. So what today is about, a lot of people were posting about this yesterday. Shelby American, not Ford, I almost said Ford. Shelby American has been responding to the criticism of the new Shelby GT350. And why I think that's, in my opinion, it's not a good idea to respond to criticism. And it was online, you know, people talking shit about it and stuff like that. I'm gonna give my opinion on why I don't think it's a good idea for them to respond, especially the way that they have. And they should, if they do anything, they need to take it into consideration going forward with future builds. But on the way to Ford, my kid's school is directly across the street. Not that big. Let's get out of the way. Across the street is my kid's school. And I was outside this morning in my garage attempting to work out, and about 5 or 6 Lamborghinis went driving by the school. It's career day, apparently, for my kid's school, and someone wanted to bring all their exotic car collection from Lamborghinis and a bunch of other shit to career day. Lamborghinis. It's Texas. So I'm gonna go swing by there and see if I can get a glimpse of these, because it's right on the way to where I need to get on the main road. And I saw, looks like it's Lambo STOs, I think, all the exotic shit. So McLarens, maybe, I don't know. But let's bring our Lamborghinis to career day. So we're gonna go check that out.
Behind the school.
All right, so as you saw, they said they're all behind the school here. As I'm rolling up in my shitbox Mustang. I just want to know what they say with these Lamborghinis at career day. Ooh, we got a GT550. So there's another GT500 here. I don't know if I should just park right next to them and be like, what's up? Look at this. So 0709 GT500 GT4 RS. Man, that's so sick. That is so sick. That is amazing. Now we got the more affordable Lamborghinis right here. What is this, early 2000s? I've seen these go for like 80, 85. So they're the more affordable range. Got ourselves a Huracan, another one. Nice. It's cool to see kids' reaction to cars like that, man. It's cool. And to have them like sit in the car and just the whole experience. As a kid, man, that's... My career day wasn't like that, man. But it's cool. It's a cool experience as a kid to sit in a car like that and just have that whole experience, man. It's cool. See, back when I was in elementary school, it was nothing like that. It was people coming in, you know, they stand in front of the classroom and they're like, I'm a semi-professional race car driver and I'm an amateur tattoo artist. And all the kids are like, ooh.
Okay, I am a semi-professional race car driver and an amateur tattoo artist.
Now you get people pulling up with Lamborghinis, all those exotics, the McLaren that we saw pull out of there. So times have definitely changed for that kind of stuff. Or that's just the Texas lifestyle. It wasn't like that back in Washington. All right, so Shelby American has responded back to the backlash because all the Negative responses in regards to the new Shelby GT350 built by Shelby American, not Ford Motor Company, based upon the Mustang GT, the S650. So, my personal opinion, I don't think responding and defending the car, let me rephrase that. Coming out and just responding to it in general, I don't think it's a good idea. And defending the car the way that it has been, I don't think they should have, in my opinion. I think they need to learn from it and understand why people have responded so negatively towards the car. So back when we had the S550 Shelby GT500, the 2020 to 2022, they never even came out with a Shelby GT500 Super Snake, and I believe that had to do with some agreement to where they couldn't use the GT500 for the Super Snake like they did in S197s. We got the things like the Code Red, which is the twin turbo built car from Shelby American. We got no Super Snake. The Super Snake, or sorry, the GT500 Super Snake. The only Super Snake that we got from Shelby American was based upon the S550 platform. The Coyote GT platform. It wasn't based off the GT500. So this isn't the first time Shelby has done this. So, and a lot of people have been responding, saying that they should have used the 5.2 crate engine. Shelby American came out and said that they couldn't use that for obvious reasons. That engine has been discontinued, and to just use that engine in a short 3-year run, which they've now said that this new Shelby GT350 is only going to be a short 3-year run, 24, 25, and 26. That's not confirmed, but based upon what they've said, it seems like it's going to be only a short year production run for the GT350. So with the Voodoo engine being discontinued, Shelby American is only able to use what Ford Motor Company has available for them to make the car. So this isn't all entirely Shelby American's fault. The Voodoo engine, it's not being produced anymore, so they can't use that engine. And let's just say it was still being produced, and they were still able to use the 5.2 Voodoo that they had in the S550 variant of the GT350. I personally think they still would not use that crate engine. I think they would still use the 5.2 the 5.0 Coyote platform, because it's less for them to do, it's less for them to cost, it's less cost. Honestly, I think that would just be an excuse. I think they would still use the Coyote platform. I don't think they would use the 5.2. Another thing, a reason why I think the car is getting so much hate, if they came out and they unveiled this car and they were able to show that, hey, showcase all the massive cooling components, the trans coolers, the extra engine coolers, everything that made the GT350, the S550 5.2 variant what it was and so popular, was the fact it was naturally aspirated and the cooling components. I don't think this thing could even stand more than 2 laps compared to the S550 GT350. I don't think it's even comparable, because I don't think there's massive trans coolers on the 2024 GT350. I don't think there's any of that. This car is geared towards people that aren't going to race that car on a regular basis. As I said in the previous video I did, this car is geared toward people that want to collect and say that it performs well. Well, performance well could mean a variant of thing. It could perform well at a car show. I don't think it could perform well around a track. Show me the trans coolers. Show me the extra cooling components that this thing has, other than just the standard that you would get for a 5.0 Coyote with a Whipple supercharger. I don't see anything that it would be comparable to the 2016 to 2020 GT350. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does have upgraded trans cooling stuff. I just haven't seen any of it posted in what the car has to offer for that price. And I think if it did have it, and it was naturally aspirated, I think, because it should be naturally aspirated, because the GT350 isn't supposed to be the same power level as the GT500 and the Super Snakes. You're over 800 horsepower for a GT350. They made it completely not what it used to be. They're stepping away from what the GT350 used to be, in my opinion, and a lot of people are angry. Make it naturally aspirated, upgrade the cooling components, engine, trans, all that stuff, and maybe the car will be more widely accepted if you just did a couple simple things with the car. And honestly, because of how things are going now with the new GT350, Shelby American has reclaimed the production of the Shelby GT350. Sorry, I can't talk this morning. Not production of the car completely. The car's a car built by Ford Motor Company. I think if we ever get a GT500 again, it's going to be built by Shelby American. I give it 1 to 2 years, and we're going to see a release by Shelby American of the GT500, which is going to be over $150,000. Their track pack option is going to be north of $200,000, and it's not even going to compare to the 2020 to 2022 GT500, especially the carbon fiber track pack option, because how it can stand and go around a track. Yeah, it's going to have a lot of horsepower, but it's going to be built by Shelby American, not Ford Motor Company. And I think it's going to get the same kind of backlash unless they take in the negative feedback they've gotten with this one. If they just push forward and defend in response to all the negativity that the car's gotten and haven't taken it into heart going forward with other builds, then it's going to be the same kind of response if and when they produce a GT500. My opinion, my thoughts. I also think, coupled with Ford Motor Company and Shelby American, if Ford Motor Company doesn't really do anything to help with the ongoing sales of the car, obviously we said before the 2024 only had 44,000 units sold. If they don't do anything to change the price of those vehicles, unlock the ECU so we could tune them the way that we choose, throw any kind of supercharger or turbo on them that we choose, if it continues that downward trend, we may not have a Mustang in 2 to 5 years. No Mustang in 2 to 5 years, Shelby American won't be producing anything because there's nothing to build their cars off of. If Ford can't make a vehicle because the sales are fucking terrible, Shelby's not going to have anything. So I think this starts with Ford. They need to learn by what made the car not sell. The worst first-year production run in Mustang's history. If that doesn't change, it's going to be what Chevy and Dodge did and just not produce the vehicle. But I just wanted to make it clear, this isn't hate toward Shelby American. This isn't trying to like brag or anything. It's just because it's the truth. I know Aaron Shelby personally. Scott Black, I know all those guys, but I know Aaron Shelby on a personal basis. So this isn't hate towards them. This is just me giving my honest opinion on why this vehicle is getting so much hate, and maybe what they can do going forward to avoid that in the future with ongoing production runs that Shelby might have if they ever did a GT500 or another variant of the GT350, because Ford's probably going to come out with a Cobra or a Boss, some kind of variant on that, and I'm curious what that price point is going to be and what that is going to come out with, and I bet you it's not going to have the kind of a negative response that the GT350 will have. And the more and more I think about it and see how things are going with these companies offering superchargers that you can only get tunes through certain companies and you can't tune them on your own, I got a weird hunch that these cars won't be unlocked, the S650s obviously, even with the EPA not being as strict with this new administration. The reason being, I think it's going to be a money grab for these companies, where Ford won't allow them to be unlocked because of my prediction. These companies having a contract where they can only get these superchargers and these aftermarket tunes through these companies. Even if they are able to unlock them, I don't think they're going to, which is going to continue to tank the sales of the S650. And that's why I think the S550 will be the last great generation for the Mustang, specifically because the price of them, the price point, you can unlock them, you can tune them immediately. The 2023 was the last year of the S550. You could tune it as soon as you bought the car. Throw any option, blower, supercharger, turbo, nitrous, all that stuff. I don't think they're going to allow them to be tuned because it's going to be a money grab. What do you guys think? That's my thoughts. Because if that is the case, I think the S550 will be the last great generation that Ford has produced. All right, so we're here at my local Ford dealer, and I want to just show you guys something here right before I pick up my $30 bottle of touch-up paint. $30. But I want to show you this. They have a Mustang S650 RTR. It's got the gold wheels. I'm pretty sure that's the Mustang. Looks like the same paint code from the 03, 04 Cobras. It's a Mustang. That thing is gorgeous. That thing is nice. I don't see... I don't see the price on it. I was curious what it would be. So they got the Mustang 03, 04 Cobra with a little duckbill. That's kind of nice. And they got the Grabber Blue RTR. Let's see. That is the MSRP of just the GT, not the RTR spec. It is definitely not $60,000, that's for sure. But I do like the Grabber Blue with the RTR wheels. A little bit different cosmetics, obviously front lip. The vents a little bit different. Obviously the wheels, the decal suspension. This one looks like to be the auto. Grabber Blue looks nice. The Mustang, I just know that ain't gonna be cheap. In case anybody has to get touch-up paint from Ford, expect to spend $30. I don't know what the fuck is that. You're gonna even fucking like, that's like, what the shit is that for? But anyway, $30 for touch-up paint and whatever the fuck this poker probe thing is for. I don't have any idea, but $30. Also, in case anyone was wondering on the cost of those RTRs, they have one in the showroom, so they got 3 in the lot. There's another one in the showroom. The tag of that one says it's like $98,000. So I'm pretty sure the RTRs, that price, are higher. $100,000 for naturally aspirated Coyote. Pretty sure that doesn't even have a blower on it. Or does it? I don't think it does. So $100,000 for an RTR naturally aspirated Gen 4 Coyote. Okay, so I just pulled in home. I'm going to attempt to apply this on. I know it's got this pen situation, and then like assuming there's like a brush on this. So I'm going to try to figure this thing out and get the touch-up paint on the car. But I wanted to just make this, I guess, announcement. I know I mentioned before that we are going down to Mustang Week in April in Galveston. But after I announced that, the folks at Mustang Week have personally reached out to myself and personally invited myself, my family, and James to go down to Mustang Week to film as much content as possible, which I was going to do anyway, but to film as much content as possible and to help promote the event. So I am personally grateful that they personally reached out to myself. So we have locked in a house right there on the beach there in Galveston, thanks to some personal friends of ours. So if you're watching, thank you for that. We're super excited because the location of the house is right on the beach, and it could not be a better situation. So in regards to that and the event, I am launching a giveaway, as I mentioned before. I haven't launched it yet. I'm looking at March, but I'm going to be talking about that here coming up shortly. So that is going to be involved with Mustang Week also as well. So if you're not subscribed, please do me a favor, hit subscribe, and also the notification bell also as well, so you get a notification every time I upload a video. But on that note, I'm going to close this out. You guys have a good one. See ya.